Good morning, Calallen. Today on CWN, are you interested in the work program?
And baseball and softball play TM tonight. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Logan, and today is Friday, April 12th, 2024.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
We had a UIL science competition last Saturday. We spoke to Mrs. Burkhart to see how the competition went.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Ms. Burkhart. So Ms. Burkhart, on Saturday y'all had a UIL science competition. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, our team participated in the district competition and we won first place. And so 4 members of our team are going to be moving on to the regional competition. And our senior member, Albert Wang, he placed first place overall. He also got first place in chemistry and in physics. And so we're super excited about that.
And so what awards did they get individually?
So of course we had Albert with the top student overall and his top awards of chemistry and physics. So third place we had Colvin Delgado. Sorry about that, I just butchered that name. Colvin Delgado. Is that okay? 6th place, Teresa Durwalker. We also had Colvin got 2nd place in chemistry, and Teresa got 3rd place in chemistry. And then in physics, Colvin also got 3rd place, and Teresa 4th place. So we had a tremendous, outstanding performance. Really want to thank our team and Mr. Smith, who's our coach in this. And so besides those who placed, Samuel Severs is going to be moving on with the team to complete the regionals. And we had Gwenny Roth, Curtis McCone, and we had our alternates of Valerie Utubi and Leandra Castro, who are really excited for next year because we're only losing Albert. So we're going to have a really strong team next year too.
Well, thank you. That was really impressive. Congratulations to y'all. That's all from us. Now back to the studio.
What's playing at Movies Inc.? Well, if you want to know, we have it. Here's this week's edition of the movie playlist.
Hey Cats, Movies Inc. is showing a new selection of movies including the following: The First Omen, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, Civil War, and The Long Game. In The Long Game, J.B. Pena moves to the small town of Del Rio, Texas to take over as the school district superintendent. His dreams of joining the great all-white Del Rio Country Club are immediately crushed. However, he meets a group of high schoolers who happen to caddy at the club, and they are prohibited from playing at too. All of this only because of the color of their skin. So JB and them join up together powerfully and win state together. Check out these movies this weekend at Movies Inc. Now back to the anchors.
It's time for Studio 361. Let's see what's happening in our local area.
Hey Wildcats, welcome back to Studio 361, your weekend activity plug. Tomorrow at the American Bank Center, there will be a car show starting at 12 p.m. Tickets will be $10.
Also at the American Bank Center, at 7 p.m. there will be a football game between the Corpus Christi Tridents and the Mississippi Raiders. The tickets start at $39.
In Aransas Pass at the Con Brown Harbor, there will be a free fish fest with the official tournament with a $10 entry fee, plus a $400 prize, plus a long distance casting contest. There's a $10 entry and a $200 prize.
This Sunday at the House of Rock, Haunt the Sleep will be performing at 5 p.m. along with guests such as Southern Revival, War Cult, and the Fallen Fears.
Today at the Salina Auditorium at 7:30 p.m. there will be a ballet show called Swan Lake. Tickets range from $44 to $441.
On Saturday and Sunday, there will be a 2-day-long boxing event at the American Bank Center. There will be a lightweight championship and a bantamweight championship. That's all from us.
Now back to the anchors.
Mr. Smith had a lab over chemical reactions. We caught up with him to see how it went.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, I heard you are doing lab. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, we're doing a percent yield lab. And so what we've been studying for the past couple of days is that chemical reactions occur, and we can calculate how much of stuff we're supposed to get from the chemical reaction. But that's not what we always get. You know, it's not a perfect world. So we'll get a mass that's less than that. And so what the students are going to do today, carefully burn magnesium ribbon in a thing called a crucible. Everything's going to be really hot. There's a chance to burn fingers and break things, so that's always exciting. And what they'll find is that they'll get less magnesium oxide produced than they think they should. There are some ways, though, that we can get more than 100% yield, and that's because of contamination with magnesium nitride from the nitrogen in the atmosphere. So it should be an interesting lab. It's at least fun. So we'll see how it turns out.
Thank you for your review. And with that, back to the studio.
RJ spoke to Mrs. Johns to get some information on her lab over equilibriums. Let's take it to her.
I'm here with Ms. Johnson. Y'all are doing a lab on equilibrium. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Sure. So equilibrium is like a balance, and so we are learning about heat exchanges that happen in chemical processes, any kind of chemical reactions, or in this case is just changing the temperature of the water. We took a piece of metal and two different pieces of metal. We're doing two different setups with calorimeters, which they're making. It's a way to hold heat within something. We use styrofoam for that. It's kind of a cheap way, but it works pretty good. They're massing out their water. They're massing out their metal. They're going to take pre and post temperatures after they put the two things together, and what'll happen is when things have the opportunity, when they bump into each other, they like to be in balance, and we call that thermal equilibrium because their temperatures will come together. Like if you've ever sat on a cold bench in the winter, a metal bench at a sporting event, eventually your butt's still going to be kind of cold, but it doesn't really warm up, but the temperature changes because they get to the same temperature. That's kind of what they're doing in the cup. And from there, they should be able then to calculate each metal's, it's called a specific heat capacity. And then once they do that, I have a list of resources, a table, I guess, of those values, and hopefully they'll make the correct identification of the metals that they were using today.
Sounds like fun. Now that's all from us. Now back to the studio.
That's okay.
If you are interested in the work program, Mrs. Havelka wanted to give us some information on how you can qualify for the work program. Here's all the information.
Good morning, Wildcats. I'm here with Ms. Havelka. So, Ms. Havelka, I heard y'all having a work program. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, I am the work program teacher, and what the work program is it's a class. It's called Career Preparation, and the class starts at 7:30 in the morning, and so you come in, go to the work program class, and then attend your other classes, and then you can get out of school, usually right out at lunch or a little after, and you can go to work in a training station. We have people working all over the community in various types of positions, and in the class period we try to teach you how to be a better employee, soft skills, things employers are looking for, that kind of thing. Most of the people in my class are seniors. I do have a couple of juniors from time to time, so if you're interested in signing up, you can talk to your counselor. They have to look at your credits and see if you have enough room in your schedule, but that would be a question for the counselor to look at. But if you're interested, go see your counselor and ask them about career prep.
Alrighty, ma'am. What's the requirements to be in the work program?
Okay. Well, again, you should probably be a student with good attendance and also be passing your classes, and again, have enough credits. If you're behind on your credits for some reason, then you won't really be able to be in the program, but again, your counselor can answer some of those questions too.
Alrighty, ma'am. Thank you. Let's take it back to the studio.
RJ spoke to a couple of our FFA members about the teams they sent to their last ag competition.
Hey, I'm here with Roslyn, Ellie, and Taylor. So y'all had an FFA competition. Can you tell me how that went?
It went good. Vet Science didn't advance, so I didn't do good, but everybody else did really good.
How did you do, Taylor?
So I was in farm business management and livestock, and for both events, we advanced to state, so we're still going.
That's good. How about you?
I think I did pretty good. I'm in ag sales. Unfortunately, we didn't advance, but with even though we put in a lot of hard work, we still tried.
That's good. Well, congratulations and good luck, Taylor. That's all from us. Now back to the studio.
Some of our environmental students went on a field trip yesterday to the recycling center. Let's see how recycling is done.
Hey Cats, Miss Cash's AP Environmental Science class had a field trip yesterday. Let's see some more on that.
Riley got some insight from Mr. Valperts about their new upcoming show theme. Let's take it to them for all the information.
Good morning, Wildcats. I'm here, Mr. Valperts. So, Mr. Valperts, heard y'all had an event in y'all's band hall last night. Can you tell us a bit about that? What happened?
Yeah, last night we had over 200 people in the band hall, and we had an exciting event, and it was our show reveal for next year's marching band show. If you've seen our marching band, you know we're very concept-driven. Last year we did a show called Interstellar. We did a show called Nocturne, so the concept is really important, and every year we put together this big production, and we have a reveal moment. So last night we had over 200 people in the band hall, and we showed a trailer, we showed a reveal, broke down what our show is for next year, so we're very excited. The production for next year is going to be called I'll Be Watching You.
Thank you for your interview, sir. And with that, back to the studio. How's that?
Now let's send it to Callie with Wildcat Media.
Thank you, anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Congratulations to Coach Love on another amazing year coaching our Lady Cat soccer and her 4th time getting Coach of the Year. We're all super proud. Now it's all for media. Back to the anchors.
Let's send it to Lexi with the rundown on sports right after this quick break.
Jonathan, is there still food in there?
Yeah, so what?
Jonathan, you can't throw things in the recycling bin if they still have food residue or grease inside them. Hey Cats, make sure you guys recycle properly. Some examples to recycle are paper, plastic, aluminum, glass, cardboard, and styrofoam. There are others. Make sure to recycle, Cats. Don't forget.
Thank you, Logan, and good morning, Wildcats. We spoke to one of our track runners to see how their area track meet went. Let's take it to her.
Hey Cats, today I'm here with Giselle. So Giselle, y'all had area yesterday. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, I was in Alice. We ran pretty hard. I know that pole vaulter Cadence, Eli, and Walker were there. They did pretty good. And our relays did good with the 4x1, 4x2, and the 4x4 with Zuri, Kenley, Lauren, and Annie. We did pretty good.
That's really good. So, for the people that advance, when is regionals?
Regionals is at 10 Friday through Saturday. Be there.
That's really good. Congratulations to all the runners. That's all from us. Now back to the studio.
Several of our golfers have their regional golf tournament next week. We spoke to Brooke Caldwell and J.R. Tennell to see how they feel about it.
Hey Cats, I'm Trip and I'm here with Brooke. Brooke, I heard you had a tournament coming up. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so our regional golf tournament is going to be Wednesday and Thursday of next week. We leave Tuesday to play our practice round. It's in Victoria. Our competition, we really don't know, but I assume that there's going to be a lot of the same teams as last year. I think we have a good shot at state, so it'll be a fun little round.
Thank you.
Hey Cats, I'm here with JR. So JR, can you tell us about the boys golf?
So yeah, we got regionals coming up Monday and Tuesday. And yeah, we're gonna go out there and try to win.
Can you tell us how you feel about your competitors?
Yeah, we got some pretty good competitors, but I think we're better, obviously.
And can you also tell us where you're playing at?
We're playing at Colony Creek Country Club in Victoria, Texas.
That's very great. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Our tennis team has a tournament today in GP. Coach Martinez gave us the information on how they're preparing for district in the next couple of weeks. Let's see what he had to say.
Good morning, Calallen TV. I'm here with Coach Martinez. So, Coach, I heard y'all have a tennis tournament later today. How do y'all feel about that?
Yes, so we have our the GP tournament over in Gregory Portland High School. We'll be playing at 2 sites, at their high school and their middle school. We're super excited because we haven't been, we had like a bye week last week, so we've been kind of, just practicing. So we're excited to get some good match play in today and hopefully take a bunch of dubs back for Calallen High School.
And I know y'all have district later in the year. How do you feel about that?
Yes, so we have our last invitational tournament on Monday that we're hosting here at Calallen High School. And then the week after that, on the 25th and the 26th, we have our district meet over at Tolosa Midway High School. So our hope is, all our hard work and all the improvements we've made over the year will pay off, and we hope to take multiple entries over to the regional tournament in San Antonio. Yeah.
Thank you. That's all from us. And back to the studio.
We spoke to Coach Hernser to see how pole vault is going. Let's see what he had to say.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Coach Hernser. So I heard part of the school board fell down. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we were at pole vault practice the other day, and our pole vault track, the runway, is right underneath the scoreboard. And we were actually getting our poles ready. Thank God we weren't standing right underneath it. And last time we had a big wind, a piece of the scoreboard kind of blew off, and this time another chunk fell. And each one of those pieces is like 80 or 90 pounds. It's a big piece of sheet metal. It just kind of ripped off in the wind. And, we put those things out of the way. But like I said, thankfully nobody was hurt. It didn't get in the way of anything. We were still able to get our practice in. We've been practicing hard in pole vault. We just had the area track meet, and Cadence Mathis won the area track meet. She finished first place. She tied her PR with a jump of 10.6, and so she'll be going on to regionals this week in Kingsville. She's one of the best vaulters in the state this year. She has a chance to make it to state. I should say she's one of the best vaulters in the region. So she needs to get about 3 to 6 inches better, and she has a chance to go to state. Braden Alexander, on my boys' side, tied his PR. He finished 4th at area yesterday, so he also qualified for regionals. I'm proud of all my vaulters this year. They did a really good job. But yeah, that scoreboard issue was a little bit scary the other day.
Yeah, that's awesome for your pole vaulters. Are y'all going to be able to fund money for the board?
Well, personally, like in track and pole vault, no, we can't. There is a bond coming up on May 4th. I can't tell people how to vote in that bond, but that certainly is a possibility. That's certainly something that people can do in the community if they wish to support the track team and give us some better facilities. Sure, yeah, they can certainly go out and vote, but I can't tell them how to vote, which way to vote. But yeah, that's a possibility, May 4th.
Well, congrats to your pole vaulters. Make sure y'all go vote.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Back to you, Logan.
Thank you, Lexi.
And now it's time for your weather report with James right after this quick break.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Your forecast presented by Baytech Robinson Families. Temperatures are going to be quite pleasant all throughout this weekend, and conditions, they're going to be nearly identical to one another. Currently, temperatures in the lower 80s, winds out of the southeast at 11 miles an hour, and mostly, if not completely, sunny skies. And with those kinds of conditions, we have nothing on our Doppler radar. Looking into the day ahead, temperatures will go upwards of 85 degrees before dropping off throughout the day to a low of about 70 by 10 p.m. Rain chances will remain at 0, winds will remain out of the southeast, and they'll slow down as the day goes on. Looking into the weekend and the very beginning of next week, we have a similar situation to yesterday, nearly identical conditions in the forecast. 84 degrees, partly cloudy skies, 10% chance of rain, and winds out of the southeast, 15 to 25 miles per hour. And just a reminder, the prom will be at the end of next school week, not the one that's wrapping up right now, but the next one. With that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, why did the vegetarian quit track?
I don't know, Logan. Why?
He didn't like meats.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always,
stay classy, Calallen.